I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Psalm 110. The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn, and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall rule the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and what I want to get into today, is dealing with the left hand sword. Okay, the left hand sword, which is another title. Okay, and another operation of Esau Edom, the nation of Edom. Okay, and we have to understand that what we're seeing, in action today is Esau Edom. Okay, the left hand sword of the Most High, he's in full effect. Esau Edom has been given, and that's the key word, given. Okay, and who has Esau been given this power and authority from is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which we're going to get into it. And what we're seeing in action, as you see, everything from, a category 5, category 6 hurricane, okay, to a pack of sour Skittles, okay, this devil has weaponized, man, okay. Not only, will he have guns and military, but this man has weaponized everything in the earth, man. Everything almost that you can think of in the earth, this man has weaponized, man. Okay, from the food. Okay, this man has weaponized sex. Okay, he has weaponized music. Okay, this man has weaponized the air. You see the water. Everything that you can think of, this man has weaponized the weather. You see, because at the end of the day, As we know that this devil has the ability, to manipulate a lot of things, including the weather. Ultimately, he was given that authority. All right, and what we're seeing, the left hand is being activated more and more because the Lord is using the left hand to judge the earth until it's time for the left hand to be judged by the right hand, which is Yahweh Shai. And that's a concept that we have to understand in the scriptures. Okay, now just to go into the authority of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, because Esau Edom, okay, he's not acting alone. Okay, he's been driven, to do what he's doing. You see, as Esau, comes under, all right, the energy of Satan. Okay, which Satan, is a what? Is a servant of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Satan is under Yahweh Shai. Okay, so understanding the spiritual hierarchy, Esau Edom is a tool on the left hand side for the purpose of Yahweh Bashim Shai. And we're seeing these things play out. So we're seeing the fear of the Lord speak through the left hand side. Okay, until it's time for the right hand to come, Yahweh Shai, to come with the full fury of the left hand, to come in the fear of the Most High against the left hand. You see, and the Most High do what he will. Okay, so let's get some precepts. Let's go into the authority of Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is Daniel 4:17. Okay, it said, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the words of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men. Okay, and this was during the time when the Lord, had Nebuchadnezzar, to live like an animal. Nebuchadnezzar, he was pretty much the ruler of the known world at that time. But the Most High, because of his pride, greatly humbled Nebuchadnezzar, man. Okay, and Nebuchadnezzar came to the conclusion that it's the Most High that ruled in the realm of men. Because the Most High had him in beast mode. He lived in the wilderness for 7 years. Okay, then the Most High put him back on his throne. Okay, and there was a flex from the Most High to show, like, look, this all me. Okay, all these militaries and lands and people you conquered, that's all me. Okay, I did that. You see, and he showed him by making him the lowest of the low, a beast, and putting him right back on the throne when he felt like it, man. Okay, so we have to understand that what we're seeing with Esau Edom is no different. All his accomplishments and wickedness, his technology and, certain feats that he's been able to accomplish within his rulership, that's the Most High working through this man on the left-hand side. Okay? So everything that this man possesses, every ability that Esau Edom is able to have, it comes from, all right, Yahweh Bashim Shai through the left hand. Okay? Let's get another one. Let's get Isaiah chapter 10, get to the point. It's Isaiah chapter 10. Okay? Let's see what it is. All right. This is Isaiah 10:15. It says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? So Esau is a tool, like an axe or a saw. And that axe or saw has no ability outside of the person that's using that saw for a purpose, man. Okay? If you have a saw, okay, in the forest full of trees, well, that saw is harmless to those trees. Okay? Unless someone picks that saw up and begins to use it. Okay? So Esau is the saw, you know? He's the tool, he's the hammer. The scripture say Babylon have been the hammer of the earth, showing that America has been a tool, a military tool of the Most High, man. Okay? And now we're seeing this devil on another level, that he's able to weaponize weather. You know? He's able to, like I say, weaponize music. You know, has Jake on his war frequency. You go into their drill music. You know, I believe it's the 444 hertz. You know, or 440. You know, brother can, you know, correct me. You know, but you go into that frequency. All right, it deals with a war frequency, man. So this man has weaponized the sound waves, okay, to get Jake to destroy themselves, man. Okay, so this devil is tapped in, but he's a tool that's being used by Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah on the left-hand side. Okay, because a lot of the curses that we're under, you know, the Lord used Esau, Edom, you know, to bring them to pass, man. Okay, the woman having an evil eye towards her husband, going back to the feminist movement. Okay, say Jake having an evil eye towards their brother. Okay, or you got the street culture, you know, the drill culture today. You see, those left-hand enchantments. All right, where this man weaponized music and media. Okay, and what does it breed? It breeds death. You know, anything that this man can use to bring about death, he uses it, man. But the Lord has been allowing him to do these things on the left-hand side. Okay? And it says, reading again, it says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith, or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood. Okay? So we see Esau, you know, loves to boast, you know, and project himself as if he's has it figured out. But Esau is playing a role, and the Most High got this devil propped up. Okay? It's the Lord's will that's keeping this man in power. Not his weaponry or his technology or, you know, his IQ, as he like to boast in. No. It's the ultimate will of the Heavenly Father to have this man in power. Okay? Going back to the blessing of Isaac. Okay? But ultimately everything is under the order, okay, of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. There's nothing that's happening that's outside of the order, okay, of our power, man. You know, Esau playing his role in prophecy. What you're going to get, this is Sirach 18:1. It said, he that liveth forever created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will, for he is the king of all, and by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Okay? So what we're seeing Esau doing is under, okay, the ordinance, the authority of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Okay? And he's serving his purpose on the left-hand side. Okay? So this devil, you know, has been given everything that's needed for him to bring, you know, destruction on the left-hand side. You know, because the Lord is going to use Esau to judge a lot of people in these latter days, man. Okay? Before he's judged. Before he sends Yahweh Shah back to judge him. Okay? Because even when America is destroyed, which that's going to be a part of their judgment, you're still going to have these Edomites military, all right, in the earth. And with Yahweh Shah and their heavenly host, okay, is going to exterminate, man. You see, there will be no Edomite military, okay, after Yahweh Shah returns, man. There will be no heathen militaries, okay. Yahweh Shah is coming to obliterate, but until then, all right, this man is gonna be like what? A madman sparing none. We're seeing that in effect now. This man is a madman. To put the juice in everybody, you know, to put the juice in the masses. Okay, all these people, you know, they're submitted to their death. You know, that's a madman. For this man to be tampering with the weather and intentionally, you know, doing these things with the weather, this is a madman, and he's sparing none. Okay? This nigga is absolutely crazy, man. Okay? For a storm to go from a category 1 to a 5, you know, in 24 hours, and then he tell y'all to evacuate, you know? Like, this devil, and he's just so diabolical, and he's like a child that's in power, man. Okay? And scriptures speak about that. But you go back to the beginning, to Genesis, what was Esau blessed with, man? This is Genesis 27. You know, so one thing about it, when the Lord bless you with something, okay, you be elite, and then it be effortless, man. You know, when something is your blessing, you know, when the Lord sends you a particular gift, you know, you be elite in it when you really tap into it. Like, if you really tap into what the world say your God-given talents, you be elite. You know, that's why you look at the Jordans, okay, the Usain Bolts. You know, they tapped into, you know, their God-given gift, and no one could touch them, man. You know what Larry Bird said about Michael Jordan? He said it was like God in the uniform, which when you go into the lowercase g, God, Elohim, all right, Allah power. You know, he was son of God. You know, he a wicked nigga now. Okay, but there was a son of God. You know, you look at Usain Bolt. You know, he was blowing people out. You know, pointing at the clock. He was doing it effortlessly, man, because that was his gift that he tapped into. His God-given talent that he tapped into, man. You see? So Esau Edom, this is God-given talent is the sword, and he tapped in. Esau tapped in, like Elder Yashua would say. Esau tapped into his blessing, and he believed in his blessing. You know? Esau has no doubt when it comes to the sword, man, in every facet, man. Okay, his ability to destroy, Esau tapped in. You know, to the point that the Lord got cut the days short. No flesh will make it, man. Okay, with the ability of destruction that the Lord has allowed this man to have. Okay, so you go here to Genesis 27. All right, and start at 30. It says, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting, and he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat for his son venison. All right, eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless thee. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. So, you know, Jacob, we know the story. Okay, you're not familiar with it, you can read it from, you know, the beginning, Genesis 27:1. You know, read it for yourself. Okay, but we know Jacob, all right, and Rebecca, the wife of Isaac, okay, pretty much put a play together for the blessing, but it was set up in the spirit, you know, because remember the angel told Rebecca that the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, so Rebecca, you know, knew that the blessing was for Jacob. Okay, and it was always set up for Jacob, and the Lord had it play out like this for the sake of drama, man. Okay, this is for the sake of a plot twist. Okay, remember this is the Lord's move. So Esau comes after Jacob received the blessing, and this is after Esau sold his birthright. You know, then Jacob got the blessing. Okay, so Esau comes, you know, thinking that he's gonna get, you know, the blessing. Okay, but he was supplanted. All right, so this is his dialogue he's having with Isaac. Okay, and it says, and Isaac his father said unto them, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, Who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And then Isaac doubled down on the blessing of Jacob, man. He didn't void that out. You see, he doubled down on Jacob's blessing. Like, oh, yeah, well, whoever I bless, he gonna be blessed. You see, showing that in the spirit it was always meant for Jacob anyway. Okay, and it says in verse 34, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And when with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do now unto thee, my son? So Isaac was like, look, I gave him the earth. I gave him you, showing you what that blessing entailed. Like, going back to Genesis 2 and 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee what? The heathen, all right, for inheritance, and the othermost parts of the earth for possession. Well, that's what was given to Jacob, and we're those descendants of Jacob, all right, the children of that promise, man. Okay, so reading on, and it says, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? And my father blessed me, even me also my father. And Esau lifted his voice and wept. Okay, played the victim, which he's been doing this for a while. And it says, and Isaac his father answered and said, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword shalt thou live, and serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that you shall break his yoke, all right, from off thy neck. Okay, and these devils, as we have them, and we had them down, during the time of King David, go back to the dark ages, but the Renaissance, he was able to break free, okay, and rebirth, because that was really him coming into the fruition of his blessing during what they call the Renaissance. That's when the devil was really had the fatness of the earth, and he really started to tap into their sword, because he introduced cannons, to warfare. All right, he introduced the Gatling gun to warfare. Okay, then you had the airplanes in 1903. The Wright brothers. And what did he do shortly? He put guns on the plane, to what you have today, fighter jets. Okay, so when this man came back during the Renaissance, after he was, the seal was taken off of him, to come back into power, all right, he went and got the fatness of the earth through their sword. Okay, and he's been tapped into their sword ever since then. You see? So this was this devil's blessing. And this is why, he always is able, to dominate, these heathens, because of his blessing, which was the sword, man. Okay? So what we see today, even when you go to Revelation, showing you that Esau will have their sword until the end, man. Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, which is going to Esau, man. Edom, which goes into red. All right. And it says, and power was given to him. And who gave him the power? Yahweh Shem Shai. And power was given him that set their own to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, man. You know, and not only militarily, like we spoke about, this man is tapped in every form. You know, this man has pretty much mastered death in every form, man. Okay? Like, we can't record the people that are just dying from air pollution. You see? The people that are dying from the standard American diet. Okay? People, you know, how many spouses kill each other, man? You know? And it be based off arguments, okay, that's around what? Western philosophy, man. Okay? So this man has injected death in every facet of life, man. You know, if you subscribe to anything that this man, you know, puts forth, there's always an underlying consequence of death. You see? But this man was given the power to take peace from the earth, man. You see those people out there in Helen, meaning North Carolina, you know, after Hurricane Helen, man, that peace is gone. Okay? People in Florida, okay, frantic, trying to scramble, get out of there. People, some people can't afford it. Okay? So just the thought of knowing that this is coming and you really can't go nowhere. Okay? That's a torture to the mind. Okay, you just chilling in Florida. You know, Florida's a beautiful state. You know, you're chilling, you know, in the villa, you at the beach. Okay, drinking Coronas. All right, and then you get this warning of this monster coming your way, man. This beast of a storm coming straight to you, man. Okay, everybody scrambling to get out, and you know all that was done on purpose, man. The timing of the warning. Okay, all those things was done on purpose, man. This man is the devil. Okay, so what we're seeing is the Most High has activated, you know, their sword on the left hand side. Okay, to another level. Okay, to where this devil gonna be like a madman sparing none, and it's just gonna intensify, man. And he got all type of instruments, you know. I think it was one. Hold on, let me try to see if I can find it. I think it's the brother GMS Hopeful Lex. Well, Hopeful Lex, like keep saying GMS. I think it is one GMS Hopeful Lex with this the other brother. Let's see. Oh yeah. So look at this, listen to Eve, because this devil got all type of, you know, mechanism and devices of death. All right, and to him, these are just toys, man. Okay, so let's hear this.
Y'all, there is something terrible about to happen. And I'm not just talking about in Florida, I'm talking about everywhere. I'm talking about, I was putting up my groceries, I want to say an hour ago, and I heard a loud pitch ringing in my ear, where I literally stopped in my tracks. I couldn't do anything else. I stopped in my tracks. I feel like it's the end of the world. Like, I feel like the apocalypse is coming, and a lot of us aren't ready. But something is about to happen. I feel it in my soul.
Yeah, man. So she said she heard a loud ringing. Okay, and it pretty much had her paralyzed, man. And we seen what that would leave the world behind. Okay, in that Netflix movie. Okay, when you know their frequency went off, you know, old boy teeth started falling out. Like this man, you know, his sword, okay, is way beyond, okay, just a you know, a missile okay, a 50 cal. You know, like nah, this man has weaponized sound. You know, this man mind is just to weaponize everything, man. Things that the Lord intended for good, this man has weaponized, man. You see? So going from there, this is what's that, Ezekiel 20:21. Yep. Let's get that. Alright, it's the book of Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 8. And it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished, man. Okay? And Esau is that sword, you know, and the Lord allowed, you know, this man's scientists, okay, his engineers and chemists, okay? You can't forget about the chemical warfare. Okay, crack was a sword, man. You know, when you look at the effects of crack, you know, that was chemical warfare. What it did to, you know, us as a people. Okay, that was chemical warfare, man. You see, that was the same as dropping a chemical, you know, bomb in these Jake concentrated areas, man. Look how fast things went down. You know, which that was made in this man's lab. All right, USC Berkeley, man, do the research. Okay, so, you know, the Lord, you know, has allowed this man, to tap in. His chemists, his, you know, nuclear physics scientists and his engineers, and you see, biologists, man, going to the pestilence. You know, he's able to create, you know, dis-ease, you know, what is called the center of dis-ease and control. You see, he's weaponized everything, man. So from, you know, with the biology, chemical to, you know, the nuclear physics. Okay, to his engineers, okay, even, you know, sound, okay, psychology, okay, which is the study of the spirit. You know, the Lord has allowed this man to tap into where, hey, he's, you know, this man is on another level, you know, when it comes to the sword, man. Okay, and he's sharpened, and it says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, man. Okay? So it's not being sharpened for nothing, man. This man has been tapped in because the Lord is going to use this man to bring about judgment in the earth, man. A slaughter. Okay? But it says, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Okay? Should we then make mirth? You see? Should we be in the spirit of mirth? Okay, as our people, that's all they know. You know, you know, Jake is stuck in goofy mode, man. Jake doesn't understand what's against them. You see, Jake doesn't understand what's being prepared for them. As Yahweh Shai said, you know, the things that belong to your peace is hid from you. Okay? Yahweh Shai was telling Jake then in 70 AD with the Romans. And this is Rome 10.0 when it comes to the sword. You know? This is a whole nother animal, man. This man is on a whole nother level than ancient Rome when it comes to the weaponry, man. Okay, he's advanced, you know, what you call astronomical. He's made astronomical advances in the sword since pagan Rome in 70 AD. Okay, but Yahweh Shai told Jake then, like, if you know, pretty much you telling Jake if you had any idea what belonged to your peace, but now it is hid from your eyes, man. You know, And for the 2/3 is hid from the circumstances that they're in, the scenario they in. Okay? Jake doesn't understand that they're in the worst case scenario since the earth has begun. Okay? Jake does not have a clue of the scenario that they in. Alright? As their enemy Esau Edom is on some more shit with the sword, man. Like I say, niggas, think they own something. Jake be bragging about a Switch or a Draco. Okay? It's like we go into, man, Bin Laden had Dracos in the 80s, man. Okay? Niggas are 40 years late bragging about, an automatic weapon. Or Jake talk about a Switch or a Nintendo. Okay? Those are old. Esau, like I say, this man is weaponizing the weather. He's on something way beyond, okay, a handheld, tool, a handheld instrument, okay, a handheld weapon, okay. Jake, I got the shoulder strap on the AR, like, nah, man, that's nothing, okay. The hell's a AR gonna do in a Category 5 hurricane? When some people say it had reached Category 6, man. Yeah, the horn went off, man. What the hell is a AR gonna do against a Category 6, man? Okay, or a DEW weapon, direct energy weapon, man. Okay, or a Reaper drone. Like, come on, man. Like, this man is he's the god of this world, man. Esau, he's the god of the carnal sword, man. Okay? And this is why these nations have had to bow down to him, man. Okay? But now the Lord, has prepped these nations to take this man, to weaken this man and take out America. Because guess what? Esau, as he was blessed with the sword, what did he do? He started to distribute the sword. This man started giving, passing the sword out. You see? Because I would talk to particular special forces, guys that was heavy over there in the Middle East. And, he would tell me that, we pretty much equipped, Al-Qaeda and trained them, but 20 years later they turned on us, because Esau would use, these particular nations, as a proxy, okay, especially against Russia, for what has happened. These nations, the Lord has allowed these nations to become savvy with Esau's blessing, man, and they gonna get at them. Because Esau has a God complex, man. But the Lord's going to allow these nations to get at him. And ultimately, Yahushua is going to get at this man. Okay? When you go into, let me finish this. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. Okay, this sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of a slayer. Which that can be, a 2-tier. Okay, because ultimately, could be Esau. He has his weaponry. He's a slayer. He's a slayer in his own right. With the weaponry he's been given. But ultimately, the Most High is a slayer, and he's going to swing the sword of Esau throughout the earth, man. Okay? Even with Russia, those Russians are highly advanced, they have this highly advanced missiles, program. Okay? But those Russians are Edomites because they tapped into their sword, man. Okay? There are Jakes amongst them, of course. Jake is everywhere. Okay? But that's a Edomite ruled nation in the earth, Russia, man. All right, God. Okay? So let's go here to Ezekiel 28. You see, because this devil has distributed that sword throughout the earth, and the Lord, I say, has allowed these nations to become savvy with that sword, man. All right, take this devil out. This is Ezekiel 28, and I started at 6, get to the point. It said, therefore, thus said the Lord of power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Okay, and this is how the devil operates, you know, as if he is. All right, to the point to where he thinks that he's going to take the blessing given to him, all right, from Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, and just rebel against Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and do his own thing. You know, Esau is the ultimate example of trying to run off from the plug. Okay, he's the ultimate example of trying to run off from the plug, man. Okay, as Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai has blessed him with the sword for a particular purpose. Esau trying to, you know, establish his own thing and rebel against the power that gave him the sword, man. You know? This is verse 7 says, behold, therefore will I bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness, man. You know, and this is why we see these nations, all right, getting revved up to get at this devil militarily, man. You know, because for the longest, they were no match for the devil, man. Okay? There's nothing they could do with this man. But the Lord has put the spirit on these other nations, okay, to be savvy with the sword, man, to take down the beast. Okay? And it says, it said, verse 8, it says, they shall bring thee down to the pit. Thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Wilt thou yet say before him that slays thee, I am the Most High? But thou shalt be a man and no power in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Okay? So the Lord, this same weapon, all right, this same, you know, weaponry that this man, you know, relies on to keep him in power, is going to play a part of his downfall. Okay? America, because scripture say, what did Yahweh Shai tell Peter? You know, if you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. But wait a minute. Isaac, okay, which is, hey, Yahweh Shai, showing you Esau been set up for failure, man. You know, Isaac told Esau what? That he got to live by the sword. Okay, so by default, he got to go out by it. Okay, this sword, all right, in the form of these ICBM missiles, okay, is going to play a major part in removing this man from power. Okay, and Yahweh Shai, he's coming with a sword higher than everything Esau got. Okay, Yahweh Shai is coming with a sword that's higher, all right, and of a whole nother caliber than everything Esau got. And he's coming to what? Clean house, man. Okay, as these nations are destroying themselves, Yahweh Shai is going to be in the midst, all right, getting busy with these militaries in the earth, man. Okay, that's why you go to, we brought it out, I think, yesterday, but okay, this is Revelation 19 and 15, and it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, all right, and then his mouth is Yahweh Shai. That mouth is the opening of the chariot, man. Okay, you know, that mouth just represents the opening of the chariot. You know, John the Revelator, you know, he likened it to, you know, a mouth, man. You know, he seen that chariot open up. You know, them doors open up like a mouth, and then fire started coming through, man. And it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, showing you that fire had to be, you know, being swung back and forth like a sword. You know, just obliterated. You see, that concentrated fire, man. You know, and it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and shall and he treaded the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power. So Yahweh Shai is bringing the sword, okay, that's of another level. The fire from them chariots is going to be a completely different fire, okay, than Esau can create in the earth, man. You know, because even you go into Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, that concentration of sulfur, you know, that's found in what was known as Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, that sulfur, okay, you know, certain archaeologists tell you that this sulfur had to come from another world. They've never seen sulfur that concentrated, you know, as they found in the remains, all right, of Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, that area of Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? So this fire that Yahweh Shai is coming with is on a whole nother level, you know, and he's going to bring it to all these heathens, but mainly Esau, Edom, okay, who was there coming with dyed garments from Basra, okay, it's going to be Yahweh Shai, okay, and he's going to bring that sword to the sword, all right, you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword, man. So Esau has been set up from failure from the beginning. You know, when Isaac, you know, blessed him to live by the sword, well, you gotta die by it too, man. Okay? So, yep, that's the point. You know, because this how it all ends. Okay? With Yahweh Shai. Okay, ultimately bringing the end, you know, to this devil, man. Okay? With a sword from on high. So that right hand sword, just like Moses, okay, what you know, what Pharaoh's magicians, okay, and warlocks, their left hand priesthood, you know, they was able to mimic particular things that Moses was doing, but it came to a point that they couldn't mimic it anymore. And when Moses threw his serpent down, it devoured, okay, those serpents of those Egyptian, you know, warlocks, you know, and priests, left hand priests, showing you that their right hand is going to devour the left, man. So we're seeing the Most High, okay, it's like he's jabbing the earth with their left hand, man. You know, he got that jab out there, the Most High jabbing with their left hand, okay? But then he's going to bring that knockout with the right. And that right is going to devour, you know, the left. Okay? So that's the point, you know, Lord will. So you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. You know, once again, I'm going to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.